Chapter 3. Perigil finds the treasure. Perigil and the Muslim left for the Alhambra Hill and the mysterious tower. They arrived at the entrance and saw steps going up and steps going down. They went deeper in the tower to the rooms below. At last, they arrived at the 7th level. There they took out the candle and the Muslim began to read the words on the parchment. There was a sound of thunder and the floor suddenly opened. There were steps under the floor and these took them to an underground room. Then they ran back up the stairs quickly. At the 7th level, they blew out the candle and heard the sound of thunder as the floor closed again. After that, they ran home. "Don't tell your wife about this," the wise Muslim warned Perigil. Perigil arrived home and his wife was furious. "Where were you? And what do you have in your pockets?" she shouted angrily. Perigil gave her a golden bracelet and she was very surprised. Perigil decided to tell her the truth about the treasure in the tower. Of course, Perigil's wife wore the jewels immediately and the gossiping barber saw them. He talked to the mayor again. "I'm sure he stole those jewels," said the barber. Chapter 4. Perigil is rich. Now, the mayor asked Perigil about the jewels. Perigil told the truth, but the mayor didn't believe him and called the Muslim to his house. The Muslim was angry. "Why did you tell your wife?" he shouted at Perigil. Then the Muslim said to the mayor, "We know about this treasure, but nobody else does. Let's go there together and divide it between us." The mayor imagined that there was a lot of treasure, and he agreed to this plan. The mayor, his servant, and the barber went with Perigil and the Muslim to the tower on the Alhambra Hill. At the 7th level, Perigil lit the candle, and the Muslim read the Arabic writing. Again, there was the sound of thunder, and the floor opened. The mayor, the servant, and the barber were frightened to go down the steps, so Perigil and the Muslim went alone. They filled their pockets and returned to the others. "This is sufficient for us to carry now," they said. "We'll return later for more." Of course, the avaricious mayor, servant, and barber wanted the treasure, so they decided to go down the steps themselves. They descended, and then the Muslim blew out the candle. With the sound of thunder, the floor closed with the 3 avaricious men inside. "Why did you do that?" cried Perigil, alarmed. "It was Allah's will," said the wise Muslim. "They'll stay there forever now. Only another adventurer can break the spell." Then he threw the candle into the river. The 2 men divided the treasure between them and left Granada. The Muslim went to Tangiers and Perigil traveled to Portugal. He changed his name to Don Pedro Gil. His children grew strong and happy. His wife was also happy now with all her jewels and fine clothes, so she didn't shout anymore. As for the mayor, the servant, and the barber, they are still under the floor of the Tower of the 7 Floors, and they will stay there until the final judgment. The Enchanted Soldier.